And now week 18 is done. The regular season is done and we're on to the playoffs. Where if you lose, you go home. Chiefs at number 1, Bills at number 2, Steelers at number 3. No. Here are your kings of the divisions. King of the West, King of the East, King of the North, King of the South. Coming in at number 5, we have the Los Angeles Chargers. Coming in at number 6, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers. Coming in at number 7, we have the Denver Broncos. Girly squirrely, it is so hard to make the playoffs, and you made it, my friend. On the NFC, we got Lions at number 1, Eagles at number 2, Bucks at number 3, Rams at number 4. Your kings of the North, East, South, and West. Then we've got the Vikings at number 5, the Commanders at number 6, and the Packers at number 7. Here is what happens next. Here is the new playoff picture. Now I'm going to show you now rankings because rankings matter here. Your record don't matter no more, baby. It's all about your ranking. And being the king of your division, so our king of the NFC is the Lions. Our king of the AFC is the Chiefs. Put your hand out. Because they are the kings of their conference, they don't have to play the first weekend. They get to just hang out. Now, this weekend, these 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, these 12 teams will be playing for their fate, for their future. The Chiefs are ranked number 1 in their conference. The Lions are ranked number 1 in their conference. Its number 1 seed gets a bye. And then it goes by your ranking. The highest ranked team, because they're on a bye, right? So this is called the wild card weekend. Whoever makes it out of here will move to the divisional round. Right. If you make it out of the divisional round, you move to the conference round. If you make it to the conference round, you go to the Super Bowl. Okay? If we have number 1 over here on a bye week, the Chiefs, who is the highest ranked here? Bills. Okay? So the Bills are the highest ranked, playing the lowest ranked in the playoffs, who are the Broncos. After the Bills, who are the highest ranked? Who's number 3? The Ravens are number 3, and they'll play the second lowest ranked, which is number 6, the Steelers. Then we go number 4. Number 4 is the Texans, and they'll play the third lowest ranked, the Chargers. Next is number 7, Philadelphia is number 2. The Bills were the king of the East. Denver Broncos will travel to Buffalo to play in Buffalo. The Ravens were kings of the North. So the Steelers will travel to Baltimore to play the Ravens. Stop. Then, the Texans were the kings of the South. So the Chargers will travel to Houston to play the Texans. It's important because you get home field advantage. All your fans are there. Yes, you'll have your away team traveling, but it's your home turf, baby. Your weather, your home, your stadium. The Vikings will travel to Los Angeles to play the Rams. Raiders will travel to Tampa to play the Bucks. Packers will travel to Philly to play the Eagles. Watch this. The next round will be your conference round. Division round, sorry. You'll have somebody will be playing the Chiefs, and then there'll be 2 other. Let's say, okay, what's supposed to happen is the Bills are supposed to beat the Broncos. Why? Because they're ranked higher. The Ravens are supposed to beat the Steelers. Why? Because they're ranked higher. The Texans are supposed to beat the Chargers. Why? Because they're ranked higher. If everything happens the way it's supposed to happen, meaning they get knocked off, they get knocked off, they get knocked off. Who is the lowest seed out of 2, 3, and 4?
Texas.
So, the lowest seed coming out of the wild card weekend will automatically play the Chiefs. Let's say for some miracle, let's say Denver Broncos go into Orchard Park and they stomp on the Buffalo Bills and they earn that win.
Yeah.
They, being number 7,
Yes.
will automatically go and play the Chiefs.
Yes! What if the Broncos win and the Texans win?
If the Broncos win and the Texans win, who is ranked lower? The Broncos. The Broncos will play the Chiefs. Okay? So whatever is the lowest seed coming out of this weekend will play the Chiefs, and the other two teams will play together. Same thing on the NFC side. You'll have the lowest seed coming out of here will play the Lions, and then the other two teams will play out of here.
So that would
if the Eagles are supposed to win,
no, they're not.
the Bucks are supposed to win, the Rams are supposed to win, but what do we know about football? Anything can
Happen.
Guys, the Panthers just won in overtime. The Bears just beat the Packers. Anything can happen. The Jets beat the Dolphins, right? Like anything can happen. Let's say all the teams that are supposed to win, which is 2, 3, and 4. Who is the lowest seed out of 2, 3, and 4? No. Out of 2, 3, and 4. Who's the lowest seed? Rams. So if all the teams that are supposed to win, the Rams would then travel to play the Lions. And it'd be another matchup of Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff.
It's like the Broncos beat the Bills and I beat the Steelers and then
If the Broncos beat the Bills, the Broncos automatically, if number 7 wins for either of these divisions, for either of these conferences, number 7 is automatically playing number 1. Number 7 is automatically playing number 1. Why? Because they're the lowest ranked team in the playoffs. And let's say the Ravens win and the Chargers win. The Ravens would still be higher, so they'd still have home field advantage. Great question, Joaquin. In the regular season, overtime was whoever wins, if you get the ball first and you score first, it's done. But in the playoffs, both teams get a chance to score. This is what's happening next.